scorches wide. Each riff I blast fuels the heart's wild ride. Her echo lingers in the heat's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a vow to swear. I Mustang surge on the Lionel's rebel fire. Cranks the blaze where my soul's desire. Rigs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel fire tearing up the sky. The amp screams loud like a stallion's call. Each note I growl breaks the heart's old thrall. I ride the edge where the Yano's scarred, a biker forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar rages like a drifter's creed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the blaze with the rock my blade. A Texas heart where my surge is made. Ride Mustang surge on the Lionel's rebel fire. Cranks the blaze where my soul's desire. Soul's fire. Let's detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel fire tearing up the sky. Rebel fire. Still ravens cry on the Big Ben's rebel flame. My soul spark where the wild winds claim. Wild winds claim no shame. Riding through the chasms where the spirits collide. A renegade's heart with a burning pride. Six-string wheels where the cliffs ignite. Each chord I strike fuels a heart's bold fight. A whisper lingers in the canyon's red glow. A rebel soul with the truth to show. Still ravens cry rebel scorpion sting on the Red River's hellfire roar. My soul's on blaze where the wild winds soar. Wild winds soar. Riding through the banks where the shadows wail, a renegade's heart with a lonesome trail. The six-string wheels where the river runs deep. Each cord I belt feels a heart's deep keep. Her whisper lingers in the moon's pale glow, a rebel soul with the truth to show. Rebel scorpion sting on the Red River's hellfire roar. Lights the fire where my soul's at war. Riffs burn wild, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire roar, tearing up the sky. Like a scorpion strike, each note I shout breaks the heart's old spike. I ride along where the river scars, a biker forged by the midnight stars. The guitar screams like the drifter's creed, drums crash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the night with the rock, my guide, a Texas heart where my sting resides. Rebel scorpion sting on the Red River's hellfire roar. Lights the fire where my soul's at war. Riffs burn wild, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire roar, tearing up the sky. Scorpion sting on the Red River's hellfire roar. Lights the fire where my soul's at war. Riffs burn wild, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire roar, tearing up the sky. Falcons flying on the Edwards rebel blaze. My soul's a spark where the wild winds chase. Riding through the hills where the shadows wail, a renegade's heart with a lonesome trail. The six-string wails where the cliffs rise high. Each cord I belt feels the heart's deep cry. Her whisper lingers in the blaze's red glow, a rebel soul with the truth to show. Lone falcons fly on the Edwards rebel blaze. Lights the fire where my soul's ablaze. Riffs burn wild, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel blaze, tearing up the sky. Each note I shout breaks the heart's old dream. I ride alone where the plateau scars. A biker forged by the midnight stars. The guitar screams like a wanderer's creed. Drums crash hard when my soul's been free. I'm lost in the blaze with the rock my guide. A Texas heart where my flight resides. Lone falcons fly on the Edwards rebel blaze. Lights the fire when my soul's ablaze. Rest, burn, wild. It's my spirit's war cry. Rebel blaze, tearing up the sky. Lone falcons fly on the Edwards rebel blaze. Lights of fire when my soul's ablaze. Rest, burn, wild. It's my spirit's war cry. Rebel blaze, tearing up the sky. Ride and fight. Chrome vipers roar on the Paladur's rebel dawn. My veins are fire where the fight's been drawn. Ripping through the canyon where the red dust flies. An outlaw soul with a spark in his eyes. The axe burns hot where the cliffs turn wild. Each riff I blast fuels the heart's exile. Her echo lingers in the sunrise red haze. A rebel's heart with the soul to blaze. Chrome vipers roar on the Paladur's rebel dawn. Quakes the fire where my soul's been born. Riffs detonate as my spirit's war cry. Rebel dawn, tearing up the sky. The amp screams loud like a hawk's fierce wail. Each note I growl hunts a heart soul trail. I ride the edge where the canyon's scarred. A biker forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar rages like a renegade's creed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the dawn with the rock my blade. A Texas heart where my roar's been made. Chrome vipers roar on the Paladur's rebel dawn. Quakes the fire where my soul's been born. Riffs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel dawn, tearing up the sky. My veins are found where the storm winds thrash, ripping through the banks where the shadows scream. An outlaw soul with a reckless dream. The axe burns fierce where the river runs wild. Each riff I blast fuels the heart's exile. Our echo lingers in the moon's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a fight to flare. Midnight jackals howl on the niches. Rebel clash cranks the blaze where my soul's been thrashed. Roots detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel clash tearing up the sky. The amp screams loud like a jackal's wail. Each note I growl haunts a heart's old trail. I ride the edge where the niche is scarred. A bike a forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar rages like a marauder's creed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the night with the rock my blade. A Texas heart where my howl's been made. Midnight jackals howl on the niches. Rebel clash cranks the blaze where my soul's been thrashed. Lives detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel clash tearing up the sky. Midnight jackals howl till the tides all turn. Midnight jackals howl till the tides all turn. Midnight jackals howl on the niches. Rebel clash cranks the blaze where my soul's been thrashed. Riffs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel clash tearing up the sky. Rebel stallions charge on the panhandle's hellfire plains. My soul's aflame where the wild winds rain. Riding through the flats where the spirits collide. A renegade's heart with a burning pride. The six-string wails where the sun burns red. Each chord I strike feels the heart's bold tread. A whisper haunts in the plains' fierce glow. A rebel soul with the truth to show. Rebel stallion charge on the panhandle's hellfire plains. It stokes the fire where my spirit remains. Real soar high, it's my hellfire plains, stokes the fire where my spirit remains. Charge on the panhandle's hellfire plains. My soul's aflame where the wild winds reign. Riding through the flats where the spirits collide, a renegade's heart with a burning pride. The six-string wails where the sun burns red. Each chord I strike feels the heart's bold tread. A whisper haunts in the plains' fierce glow. A rebel soul with a truth to show. Rebel stallions charge on the panhandle's hellfire plains, stokes a fire where my spirit remains. Wrists soar high, it's my soul's war cry. Hellfire plains, tearing up the sky. Like a meteor's call, each note I shout breaks the heart's soul thrall. I ride the edge where the plains turn wild, a biker forged like a stallion's child. The guitar screams like a warrior's creed, drums crash hard where my soul's been freed. Lost in the fire with the rock my guide, a Texas heart where my charge resides. Rebel stallions charge on the panhandle's hellfire plains, stokes a fire where my spirit remains. Wrists soar high, it's my soul's war cry. Hellfire plains, tearing up the sky. Tearing up the
blood's ablaze where the storm winds thrash.
Ripping through the banks where the devils scream. An outlaw soul with a vengeful dream. The axe grinds hard where the thunder strikes. Each riff out and blast rips a hard-souled spice. The shadow lingers in the rain's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a score to square.
The fire where my soul's been smashed. Riffs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. I growl, hunts the heart's old score. I ride the edge where the picos scarred, a biker forge where the wild's unborn. The guitar ranges like a hellion's creed. Drum smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the storm with the rock of my blade. Love Texas hard where my sting's been made. Iron rattlers sting on the picos rebel clash. Cranks the fire where my soul's been smashed. Reds detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel clash, tearing up the sky. Iron rattlers sting on the picos rebel clash. Cranks the fire where my soul's been smashed. Reds detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel clash, tearing up the sky. Iron rattle sting till the tides all turn. Iron rattle sting till the tides all turn. Iron rattle sting till the tides all turn. Iron rattle sting till the tides all
Iron volts flying on the coal miles, rebel surge. My soul's ablaze where the wild winds urge. Riding through the banks where the shadows wail. Renegades hard with a lonesome trail. The six-string wails where the river runs clear. Each chord I bell feels the heart's deep fear. A whisper lingers in the moon's pale glow. A rebel soul with the truth to show. Iron vultures flight on the coal miles, rebel surge. Lights the fire where my soul's on the verge. Reds burn wild, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel surge, tearing up the The emperor's fierce like a vulture's cry. Each note I shout breaks the heart's old lie. I ride alone where the Como scars. A biker forged by the midnight stars. The guitar screams like a drifter's creed. Drums crash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the night with the rock my guide. A Texas heart where my flight resides. Iron vultures flight on the coal miles, rebel surge. And thunder wolves call on the Guadalupe's rebel storm. My soul's a spark where the wild winds fall. Riding through the banks where the shadows collide, a renegade's heart with a burning pride. The six-string wails where the river runs deep. Each chord I strike fuels the heart's bold leap. Her wits bold sleep. The whisper haunts in the storm's fierce glow. A rebel soul with the truth to know. Thunder wolves call on the Guadalupe's rebel storm. Stokes the fire where my spirit's reborn. Rest or high, it's my soul's war cry. Rebel storm tearing up the sky. The emperor's fierce like a tempest will. Each note I shout breaks the heart's old veil. I ride the edge where the river's scarred, a biker forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar screams like a shaman's creed. Drums crash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the storm with the rock my guide. A Texas heart where my call resides. A thunder wolf's call on the Guadalupe's a rebel storm. Stokes the fire where my spirit's reborn. Rest or high, it's my soul's war cry. Rebel storm tearing up the sky. Night coyotes howl on the hill country's rebel surge. My soul's ablaze where the wild winds converge. Riding through the hills where the shadows wail, a renegade's heart with a lonesome trail. The six-string wails where the oaks stand tall. Each chord I bell fuels the heart's deep call. Her whisper lingers in the moon's pale glow. A rebel soul with the truth to know. Night
charge. My veins are fire where the storm winds barge. Ripping through the banks where the devils scream. An outlaw soul with a vengeful dream. The axe burns fierce where the river runs wild. Each riff I blast fuels a heart's exile. Her echo lingers in the rain's cruel glare. Rebels heart with a fight to flare. Rebel thunders roar on the Colorado's hellfire charge. Cranks the blaze where my soul's at large. Writs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire charge, tearing up the sky. The amp screams loud like a thunder's crash. Each note I growl hunts a heart soul gash. I ride the edge where the Colorado scarred. Back a forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar rages like a raucous creed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the storm with the rock my blade. A Texas heart where my roar's been made. Rebel thunders roar on the Colorado's hellfire charge. Cranks the blaze where my soul's at large. Writs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire charge, tearing up the sky. Hell thunders roar till the tide don't turn. Rebel thunders roar in the Colorado's hellfire charge.
Firebrands flight on the cap rocks, rebel surge. My soul's shakes the heart's despair. I ride the edge where the cap rock scars, a biker forged by the midnight stars. The guitar screams like a prophet's creed. Drums crash hard where my soul's been free. I'm lost in the fire where the rock my guide, a Texas heart where my flight resides. Fire brands flight on the Cap Rock's rebel surge. Stokes the fire where my spirit's on the verge. Red so high, it's my soul's war cry. Rebel surge, tearing up the sky. Firebrands flight on the Cap Rock's rebel surge. Stokes the fire where my spirit's on the verge. Real so high, it's my soul's war cry. Rebel surge, tearing up the sky. Hellcat's wrath on the Trans-Pecos rebel surge. My veins are fire where the wild winds purge. Ripping through the sands where the devils wail. An outlaw soul with a vengeful trail. The axe burns fierce where the dunes ignite. Each riff I blast fuels the heart's bold fight. Her echo lingers in the sun's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a fight to flare. Hellcat's wrath on the Trans-Pecos rebel surge. Cranks the blaze where my soul's on the verge. Riffs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel
strike on the Sabine's hellfire. Oh. My blood's ablaze where the storm winds soar, ripping through the banks where the devils scream. An outlaw soul with a vengeful dream. The axe grinds hard where the lightning cracks. Each riff I blast rips the heart so track. Her shadow lingers in the rain's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a fight to flare. Rebel fangs strike on the Sabine's hellfire roar. Cracks the fire where my soul's at war. Rinse detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire roar, tearing up the sky. Like a fang-sharp bite, each note I growl hunts a heart so fight. I ride the edge where the Sabine's scarred, a biker forge where the wild's unborn. The guitar rages like a marauder's creed, drum smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in the storm with the rock my blade, a Texas heart where my strike's been made. Rebel fangs strike on the Sabine's hellfire roar, cracks the fire where my soul's at war. Rinse detonate, it's my spirit. The amp screams loud like a wolf's fierce cry. Each note I growl haunts the heart's old lie. I ride the edge where the nest is scarred, a back of forge where the wild's unborn. The guitar rages like a rotter's creed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been free. I'm lost in the night with the rock my blade. A Texas heart where my fury's made. Night Rider's fury on the Nexus rebel roar. Cranks the blades when my soul's at war. Rinse detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Rebel roar, tearing up the sky. Fury till the tide don't Black cobra strike on the brazos hellfire clash. My blood's ablaze where the storm winds smash.
Ripping through the banks where the devils roar.
An outlaw soul with a debt to score. The axe grinds hard where the lightning cracks. Each riff I blast rips the heart's old track. Her shadow lingers in the rain's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a fight to flare. Black cobra strike on the brazos hellfire clash. Strikes the fire where my soul's been thrashed. Shit's detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Clash, tearing up the sky. where the storm winds barge. Storm winds barge. Ripping through the cliffs where the devils scream. An outlaw soul with a vengeful dream. A vengeful dream. The axe grinds hard where the lightning strikes. Each riff I blast rips the heart-soul spikes. Heart-soul spike. A shadow lingers in the rain's cruel glare. A rebel's heart with a fight to flare. Rebel panthers roar on the balconies. Hellfire charge cranks the fire where my soul's at large. Riffs detonate, it's my spirit's war cry. Hellfire charge tearing up the sky. The imp snores fierce like a panther's growl. Each note I shout hunts the heart-soul scowl. I ride the edge where the bow can't scarred. A biker forge where the wild's unbarred. The guitar rages like a marauder's greed. Drums smash hard where my soul's been freed. I'm lost in a storm with the rock my blade. A Texas hard where my